Yeah, I this is a tough one because parents want their kids to be great athletes. There's a lot of money and
Yeah,
time and years invested in it.
yeah,
And when it comes to an end, sometimes it's not at the right time for everybody, but the athlete could be burned out. And, it's a tough time for everybody because, you know, expectations, for example, if, you're a teenage athlete and your parents have put these expectations, but you don't feel like fulfilling them, you know, my mentality is like I've let my parents down. That's tough. That's a tough one to deal with, and I think that
yeah,
that's
yeah.
a that's an unrealistic expectation. And I had the opposite. I had my parents had no expectations of me. They just wanted me happy and healthy and to be a good person. And that's generic, but it's true. And then, but I also see the other side of it, and I see uh, you know, so what do I do? I have to spend a few minutes talking to that student athlete, to find out, what truly is the root cause, because sometimes it's different
Hmm.
than, what is being perceived or what, and having an understanding of that, and then, really trying to be relatable, because I have been in that situation. Again, I didn't have the expectations put on me by my parents. There was someone else that put them on me, and it was me. And that's another huge thing, that these were
Oh
very
yeah.
unrealistic expectations that I put on myself. And
Hmm.
so I like to understand kind of where, there's no one trick solution to that type of problem without talking to someone and understanding both, just to get a kind of a lay of the land, a state of the union, if you will, because then you have something to work with. If it's an identity issue, if it's a coaching issue, if it's a issue with pressure, or you're not on the right team, and these are big decisions and challenges for youth in their very important developmental years, when their brains are developing at a rapid pace, and all of a sudden they have negativity and anxiety at an age where they should not. Um, I Another example, I had two interns work for me this summer, and both of them are Division 1 athletes in college. One is a swimmer, one's a football player. But, one of them had to switch schools halfway through freshman year because he didn't feel like he was in the right spot. And that is a big decision for an 18-year-old to make. He wanted to
Hmm.
go to a school that where he thought he might have a better chance of playing, that he